Are you saying that you personally went to the
Yes.
home of each and every
Yes, ma'am.
customer?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
This is the plaintiff, Annette Holloway. She says she pawned several things at the defendant's pawn shop, and when she went to check on her stuff, the shop was gone. That's right, they got evicted. Once she found out their new location, she was told she forfeited her stuff because she failed to contact them by a certain date. Huh? Bottom line, an injustice was done to her, and she's suing for the $5,000 she's owed for her beloved missing items. This is the defendant, Shamoli Kapoor. She says she sent the plaintiff a certified letter stating the address change, which was just down the street from the former location. The phone number remained the same, and she had her cell number as well. This story she's concocting is simply an attempt to cash in for $5,000 on the $200 worth of jewelry she pawned. Nice try, lady. Nice try. She's accused of performing a disappearing act.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
Welcome.
Annette Holloway?
Yes.
You are suing 24/7 Pawn Shop, represented here by Shamoli Kapoor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For $5,000, the statutory max in your state, because they have apparently sold some items that you pawned for $250. Most of your lawsuit is pain and suffering. Okay, tell me what's going on.
On, I think around November, let me make sure, get the date together.
Didn't think I'd ask you that?
Okay. Well, anyhow, on that certain day, it was on November the 12th,
Of what year?
2011.
Okay.
I had a money problem, so I want to pawn a couple of stuff to get $200. I know what I pawned was more worth than $200, but I just needed $200 at that time. So I pawned three necklaces, 2 bangles, 3 bracelets, a ring, and a charm, and a cross charm.
Have you ever pawned anything before?
Yes, several
It's
times.
usually the case that the loan is a lot less than whatever it is,
Right.
right? Because they're not in the business of making a bad deal.
Right.
If you
But
never show up
what I pawned,
again,
I know
this
it's
stuff
more
has
than
to
worth
be.
$200. So anyhow, I pawned it on November the 12th. I had until March the 12th of 2012 to get it out.
Okay, do you have the paperwork from the pawn?
Yes.
May I see it? Okay. Go on.
So on about February 15, 2012, I called and spoken to this lady and told her I was coming in that Friday to pick up my pawn. That day I called, she sounded kind of agitated. So, I just said, listen, I want to pick up my pawn by Friday. Here's my ticket number, blah, blah. No problem. But I didn't go that Friday because I got distracted with something else. So about a week later, I called again to inform her that I was coming. That's when I found out the number was disconnected. So immediately I went to the location. There's a new owner in there saying the previous owner didn't leave nobody property there because there was several people coming to pick up their stuff from the previous owner. So that's the same day I went to the precinct.
Did that, apparently you guys moved to another location down the block?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
that new pawn shop owner who's there with his new pawn shop doesn't tell you they're down the block.
He didn't know because I asked him. He said
Oh,
there
he
was
knew.
no.
He just doesn't want you to have
Well,
business
it
somewhere
could've-
else, wants you to be mad at them and come to...
Yeah, because I asked him, was there something personal going on with you and the other thing? He said, yeah.
It doesn't matter, person. It's just their business competition. Anyway, go on.
So anyhow, I went to the precinct to make a report. They said I couldn't make no report. I had to do a civil court. So the next day I filed with Better Bureau, and I filed with Consumer Affairs to see if they can help me locate these people because the number was disconnected. I couldn't find no number else to call them. So I was waiting for a reply back from Better Consumer, and I didn't get no answer. So I just said, you know what, that's a loss. So I didn't bother to call the number no more because I figured the number was disconnected. So later on, I get a letter on the 25th saying they knew location.
25th of what?
May
May.
25th.
All right,
I
and
get a
you're-
certified letter.
Okay, and your thing expired November, December, January, February, March.
My thing expired March the 12th.
Okay.
I didn't get a letter from them until May.
Until May, 2 months later. All right.
25th.
And when did you guys move?
Ma'am, we moved in November 28th.
November 28th?
Yes.
Why did she not get a letter till May?
Okay, I have personally given her a letter and I have exchanged her number, my cell phone with her. I did spoke to her. She said that if she wants to extend the pawn, I told her that you have to come over here. We told her the new location is right over
Wait,
there.
you personally spoke with her and gave her the new location?
Yes.
No.
When did you do that?
Ma'am, I did it in that time only.
When?
In January or in the February.
How did you do it?
Okay, on the
Was she-
phone, and I gave her a.
What did you do? What did you do? Call all of your clients?
Yes, the numbers I have, I called. The addresses I have been personally myself.
You've been personally what?
Personally, I have served them the letter.
Okay, but show me the letter so I can see what date the letter was sent to you.
I want to reject her calling me. She never called me.
Do you have phone records that you called her?
Ma'am, the Verizon doesn't give us a phone record.
Of course they do.
I got
They do.
mine.
You have to ask
Unlimited,
for them.
I asked them for the unlimited call details. They don't give us.
They don't show the
No,
phone numbers?
they don't. She personally has.
Do you have proof of when you sent her a certified letter?
Yes, the certified letter I sent it in the May, and before.
May?
Yes, and before that, I have served the letter myself.
I don't know what you're saying. Serve the letter
Okay.
myself. What
In
does
the
that mean?
February, personally, I have gone to her place. And
To
I
her
have,
place.
Yes.
What's her place?
It's the address is over there, ma'am.
Are you
Just
saying
the
you
letter.
went to the home of each and every customer?
And
Yes,
this is the
ma'am.
Stop talking out loud while I'm
Oh,
working.
sorry.
Are you saying that you personally went to
Yes.
the home of each and every
Yes, ma'am.
customer?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
Yes.
Personally went to the home of each and every customer
Yes, ma'am.
to tell them that you were moving?
Yes, ma'am.
Personally?
Yes.
Not you sent it through the mail, but personally?
Ma'am, personally, I have gone. We are on the same street, same address, and not the same address, same street.
No, I don't want to care about where you moved to. I want to talk more about what you're saying about notice to your customers.
Ma'am,
You're
I have
saying that you
notified
personally
her
went to the home of each and every customer.
Yes, ma'am. I have.
I find that hard to believe.
Okay, ma'am, it's not about the dispute is not about that we were there or not. We have sent her the certified letter.
Okay,
The
show me proof that you
dispute-
sent certified letter and of when that was. Because when I see a certified, if you personally went to everybody's home, you don't need to send a certified letter.
Ma'am,
Do you hear me? I want you to hear me, though. If you personally went to everybody's home, that doesn't sound like the kind of person who, a business person sends certified letters. And then if the issue ever comes up, they show the proof of certification. You did that, but you did that in May. And the timing of this is important because that's what gives her a right to lay
Ma'am,
claim on, I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a sentence, to lay claim on you or not. So the timing is important. Now, if you're not sending certified letters till May, when you moved in November, that's really weird. If you really moved in November, why do you not send certified letters out until May?
Ma'am, everybody's pawn expires on different dates and
I
different
know,
months.
but if you move in November, I expect you to be certified letters in November.
Moreover, the numbers were working. The store numbers were working.
I don't think you moved in November because nobody's pawn is going to be longer at the outset. And you have a right to start selling stuff 4 months later. So that means that the average life of the pawn is going to be 4 months. So if you send a certified letter in May, then you moved in February, not in November. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that you're saying because it can't be the way you're saying it. Why do you wait until May to send certified letters if you moved
Ma'am,
6
she
months
told
early?
that she wants to extend the pawn.
Are you hearing my question? Because the more you evade my question, the less I believe you.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Do you believe this woman went to every single home, every single customer, and said, "Oh, I'm moving"?
No, she didn't.
I mean, is it possible that she did this?
If she was under oath, I think so.
Have you ever heard of anybody lying under oath?
Yes, I have.
O.J. Simpson said he didn't kill those people, remember? Under oath.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think?
Yes, I.
No, he was not found. He was found liable in the civil trial. Ha!
That's different, though.
But he was still lied on the stand.
Civil trial, you don't have to prove a negative.
Welcome to the People's Court, where we talk about the O.J. Simpson trial going inside the courtroom.
Why are you sending certified letters for the first time in May as opposed to November if you moved in November?
Ma'am, we moved in the November. It was the same, on the same street, and her pawn.
You don't have an answer for my question. That would be the answer to the question, where did you move? Which is not what I asked. I said, why do you send the certified letter 6 months after your move? Because
we have
everybody's
to-
pawn expires at a different time. And if my pawn expires in December, how am I going to find you if you don't tell me where you are until May?
Ma'am, I'm not sending all the letters in the May. It has been sent one by one after that only at the
Okay,
certain
then why
time.
are you sending, if that's how you're doing it, then you're not visiting every client at their home. And if that's how you're doing it, why are you waiting? If hers expired in February, why are you waiting till May to send hers?
Her pawn was expiring in the March, and we were supposed to wait for more time, like a month, but she never came to pick up the
So
pawn.
you're going to tell her after her time to come is over
Ma'am, that's
where
why
you
we
are?
were waiting. Ma'am,
You're
that's
going to
why-
tell her after the time's over where you are.
Ma'am, she called me personally. I gave her all the information. My store numbers were working. It was never disconnected. I still have the same numbers. And the people who were calling, we were telling them we are here. We were giving them the pawns. I have been waiting for her for a long time to pick up the pawn.
Where's the stuff now?
It has been melted, ma'am.
Of course it has. And the letter that is mailed to her, post-dated on May 14, is to remind her that 2 months earlier, this is to remind you that your pawn ticket expires on March 12th. That's what this letter says. That's helpful. And you have 30 days from the date of this letter to redeem your pledge, but you don't mail it out until May. You can't possibly think you
Ma'am,
abided. You can't possibly think that you abided by the law and by your contract where it says, provided I can missell this, provided I've given you 30 days notice. When you write the notice with the 30 days, but you mail it 2 months late because you can't
Ma'am,
get your
30 days has been-
No. I'm in the middle of a sentence because you can't get your act together. You can't get your act together. You're disorganized and a mess. And then you're standing here saying, I personally visited every single... Did she personally visit you, sweetheart?
No.
No, I'm pretty sure she didn't.
No.
I'm pretty sure she did, but she can't even get the damn letter out in time. So I know she didn't come to your breakfast table. Unbelievable. The pawn that you agreed to, this thing is a contract, right? You know where the problem lies for you. All right, in the back, one of the things that it states is that if you ever have a claim against them for any reason, your damages are limited to twice the amount of the pawn. Mm-hmm. You know that, right? So tell me why I should not limit you to the $400 rather than $5,000. You don't get pain and suffering in a contract
Well,
case.
first of all,
but all
to
these values
replace-
that you're putting on this stuff.
My jewelry's worth more than the $400, and to replace it.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to award you $400 because that's what your pawn ticket says, but I'm also going to award you $500 in punitive damages for what I deem to be fraudulent business practices of them coming in here and lying the way she just did. $900 verdict for the
Can
plaintiff
I
plus
say
your court
one thing?
costs. That's it.
The pawn shop lady's coming out first. The defendant loses this case. In fact, the plaintiff even got punitive damage against you. You come out looking really bad in this case. Can you fix that?
Yes, we did moved it from there, but we sent her a letter that we will wait for 30 more days. We would have charged her for 7 or 8 months. But the thing is that she gave us a wrong information, and she doesn't want to pay more than $130.
All right. Just right down there. Right down.
Thank you.
All right. So what about that?
She lies. She lies. She lies. I think I should have got more for my jewelry. One bracelet was $800.
You pawned it for $200. You know that the pawn ticket says you can only recover double damages. That's $400. The judge put an extra $500 on top of that.
Could have got more for pain and suffering.
Oh. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, you know, a lot of states license pawn shops, and if you have a beef with one, what you can do is you can call the licensing agency, and what they would end up doing, possibly, is settling your dispute before going to court. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
I wrote a little song to remind you, Choice Hotels get you more of the experiences you value. The Cambria Hotel's got it all. A rooftop bar, have a ball. Bring a date, your squad, or even your mom. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy. Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess. At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards premieres August 5th on FX and Hulu.
This is the plaintiff, Felix Figueroa. He says he's a singer, and the defendant hired him to sing with his band at a dance hall get-together. After the gig ended, he asked for his payment, and the defendant has been giving him the royal runaround ever since. He's a professional, used to sing with Tito Puente. He's not about to go down without a fight, so he's suing for the $350 he's owed. This is the defendant, Roberto Mangual. He says he wasn't involved at all in the negotiations with the plaintiff. His cousin was. In fact, it was his cousin's gig the plaintiff sang for. He has no idea why the plaintiff's suing him, because if he wasn't paid, he should be going after his cousin for payment. Certainly not him. He's accused of strumming a guy along.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Felix Figueroa,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are suing Roberto Mangual
Yes, ma'am.
for $350 that you say is owed to you, $300 for a performance and $50 for gas, that you say the defendant owes you and has not paid you. Okay, tell me what happened.
Well, Your Honor, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm showing my friends here because he's been my friend for almost 10 years. He's a good
Not
musician.
so much now. Suing people has a way of splitting up a friendship, but okay.
So, you know, he's a good musician, and he invited me to his wedding, and I went to his wedding. I sing at his wedding. He has his own band. And then he talked to me about this gig in Connecticut.
Okay, where was the gig?
In Hartford, Connecticut.
In Hartford. Okay,
Yes.
where? What kind of venue?
It's I get the the poster right here.
Okay, let me see the poster. And do you have the contract for that venue?
No.
Okay.
I make a bulk agreement with the guy promote that activity.
And who's the guy who promoted that activity?
The guy.
Your cousin?
Yeah, my cousin. Yes.
Okay, and what's your cousin's name?
Nadal, and his name is Papito.
Papito.
Yes.
Okay, y Papito is not here, right?
No, sir.
Sir?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
I'm losing my touch, clearly.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So long as you don't say sir when you see me out of a robe. All right, I'm gonna just go with that. It's an authority thing. That's what just happened. All right. So you hear about the gig. What do? Do you play an instrument or you sing or what? You both?
I play all kind of instrument. Also, I'm a professional singer.
Okay.
And he's a great singer.
And he is a great singer. In fact, in your complaint, I think you say that you used to sing with Tito Puente.
23 years, yes.
God bless you. All right.
I have black hair. Tito have black hair.
All right. So, according to you, he calls you and he says, I have a gig.
Yes, ma'am.
And he tells you he's going to pay you how much?
Well, he told me he's going to get in touch with his cousin, and we're going to set up the payment. So I asked for $350. But the guy said that was...
Wait, did he give you his cousin's name and number?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you talk to the cousin?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you asked the cousin for $350?
No, was the full amount of money.
How much?
$650.
Oh, $650.
But then he said, can you lower it down? And I said, well, it's a family. So I lowered for $500.
So $500 total?
Total, yes.
Okay. And so you get there the night of the gig, and are you supposed to get paid in advance, or at the end of the night is usually how people get paid?
No, before that, he called me and said, can he get with his wife in my car? And he said, so I told him, well, you got to help me with the gasoline. So
okay.
He said, yes. That's why I put it $50. So when I went there, everything was fine.
How far away was the gig?
Like 2 hours
2 hours.
driving.
All right, so you get there, everything's fine, and then at the end of the night, what happened?
So I sit down waiting. I saw him, and I said, "Where's my money?" He said, "Okay, he haven't paid you yet." No, he haven't paid me. So I still sitting down. Went around. He would have some drink.
Did you talk to Papito?
Well, later on I met him.
Okay.
Maybe half an hour, he came to me. Listen.
Who came to you? Papito?
His cousin, yes.
Okay.
So he came to me and said,
I just like saying Papito.
yeah. So the whole thing, he came and sit down with me, and he came out with $200. I said, what is it?
Who did that?
Papito.
Papito.
Yeah. So, the whole thing is that I sit down and said, I'm going to give you $200 and the rest Monday. That was on a Saturday. So I said, no, I want a full amount. So he grabbed the $200. I said, I'm going to pay you the full amount Monday.
Oh,
and I said, no way, give me the $200.
Second thought.
And then, okay, he stand up. That's it. So he was sitting down.
So it's Papito who paid you those $200?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So he was sitting with his wife.
Why are you suing Papito?
I'm going to get to that point.
Okay.
So I went to him and I said, listen, this guy paid me $200. Okay, I'm going to take care of that. Nothing happened. I'm going to call him back to his brother, to cousin.
Man, your cousin really made you look bad.
Your Honor, but from the beginning,
What's your cousin's problem?
I don't know because
Because you know that your cousin agreed to pay him $500. So what's your cousin's problem?
Your Honor. The first call, I get the first call. Before that, after that, he doing everything by my cousin.
Okay.
And then that day, excuse me, Your Honor, that day, I tell him, Frankie, I got to speak with him because I got to stay because I want to speak with him.
Okay, so when you speak with him, what is it Papito says?
So why is it that singers, I mean, so many singers, always seem to get nailed by these promoters and all these guys?
Well, maybe they get lazy and like they really trust their people, and so the people just take.
Boy, do I think you're onto something. I do. What do you think?
I'm not really sure, but I really don't care if they get screwed over, to be honest.
Do you have like a singer you really like?
Not really, no.
You don't like music?
I do.
You're the devil. Going inside the courtroom.
My cousin told me, I telling him I got to give you his money Monday.
Okay, but then Monday came and went, and look at me, I'm here, it's many Mondays afterwards.
Your Honor, and I try to help him.
But he's your cousin, so I'm sure you've spoken to him. What kind of promoter promises something to a musician, because that's how a promoter evaporates into thin air. Because nobody's going to work for him again.
Well, Your Honor, he talked with me, and I make agreement with him, and he paid the money for my musicians.
Right, just not this musician.
No.
Who was the special one?
He made his own agreement with him.
I understand that. So you got paid, your musicians got paid in your band, because you have a band.
Yes.
Right, what's the name of your band?
Madera Fina.
Okay, Madera Fina, fine wood. And
yes.
And he is like a special appearance kind of thing. He's special. He wants Frankie to come on in, right?
Yes.
And then he makes a deal with Frankie. I understand your defense. I just want to know what kind of promoter tells a guy, I'm going to pay you $500 and then doesn't. Because that guy made you look bad. Because you're the one who was broke, his trying to get him. You're the friend of his who called him.
Yes.
So now your friend gets stiffed by your cousin. I'd like to know what conversation you had with your cousin about it.
He never answered my calls.
So now you just don't even talk to your cousin?
No.
Really?
No. Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I know there was some effect, right?
But, Your Honor, my question is, I never signed a contract with him.
I got you. That is not my concern. I understand that. I'm about to go there. I just want to know what you say to your cousin who makes you look this bad.
Oh.
And the answer is nothing because I'm not talking to him. All right. Now, Mr. Figueroa, why is it? Okay, but by the way, what is your response to the $50 in gas? He says you were supposed to share gas money to go to and from Connecticut.
Okay, well, hopefully I'll go with him in his car to the gig, and I gave him money for gas.
How much money did you give him?
I think I gave him $10, $20 for the gas.
Okay. And Mr. Figueroa.
So don't tell me you don't remember, Frankie. I give you money for gas.
Now, can I answer that, Miss?
Yeah, do you have, yes? Yeah, but talk to me, not to each other. Look at me. Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, I think what I said before, good friend of mine.
Yes,
No
yes,
more.
we friends,
Because that's
and
a
we
lie.
play a lot
Shh, be quiet.
before.
That's a lie.
That's a lie about
That's
giving
a
money?
lie. I
The man,
will
do you
put
have
it
a
back.
receipt for the gas?
No, because I paid in cash.
Okay.
Okay.
It's two hours, you say?
Almost 2 hours
Yes.
because we got lost.
Yes, we got lost. Yes.
Very lost.
Yes.
Which consumes more
Very lost.
gasoline. All right.
Yes.
Very lost.
But, Your
All right.
Honor.
No, we're done, guys. Listen, Mr. Figueroa, your contract is with this other gentleman. You know that because you negotiated it with the other gentleman, you negotiate the price with the other gentleman, you're waiting that night for the other gentleman to pay you, and the other gentleman is the one who did partially pay you, and the other gentleman said he'd pay you the rest, and then the other gentleman didn't pay you the rest. That means you have a contract with that guy. You do not have a contract with him to pay you. And that's the guy hiring you. It's not him. Just because he introduces you to somebody, that just makes him an agent of the somebody. It doesn't make him finally responsible. He's a disclosed agent, we call it in the law. You know darn well he was just a go-between, that your deal was with the other guy because you struck your deal with the other guy. Okay, so that's the guy who you have to sue. But as for the gas money, I am going to order you to pay him $20 for gas money.
No problem, Your
Good.
Honor.
So let it be written, so let it be done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So the defendant's argument prevails that the plaintiff here indeed sued the wrong person. What's your reaction to this verdict?
The reaction for me is that everything happened over here is all right with me.
Okay. Now you're going to go after that other person now?
Yeah, but then I have to go to the court in Connecticut.
You have to file again.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. Good luck
Okay,
with
thank you,
everything.
sir.
All right. Okay. All right. So come on in here. Are you embarrassed how this went down?
No, I'm okay because I want to show he sued the wrong person.
Mm-hmm. Were you embarrassed by your cousin's behavior here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You think you're ever going to play with him again?
Yes, because
sure, huh?
we're professional. The music that have nothing to do with this.
Okay. Harvey.
You know, this is really interesting that when you make a contract, you should know who you can go against before you end up signing to know what recourse you actually have. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Starbucks.
That is fire. Whoa, that's good.
This might be the drink of the summer.
Okay, I like this one too. I'm rocking with it. Okay.
Try it for yourself. Starbucks Refreshers Concentrates are coming home. Find them in the coffee aisle and make it yours.
This is the plaintiff, John DiMattia. He says the defendant, his landlord, was extremely dominating in the 18 months he lived there, and he should have known the woman was going to be a problem when it came time for him to move out. He's suing for the return of his security the defendant is unfairly holding. It's not like it's going to make or break him or anything if he gets it back. It's just the principle of the thing, because the defendant has no right to keep it. He's suing for $1,050, the amount he's due. This is the defendant, Mary Ellen. She says the plaintiff slowly took over her home, like he owned it or something. The guy hung 52 pictures on the walls, moved out in the middle of the night without notice, and wreaked havoc on the place in the short time he lived there. Owe him the return of his security? He must be kidding. She's accused of being overbearing. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,435 for money needed for additional repairs.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
John DiMattia,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are suing Mary Ellen. You've asked us not to mention your last name, and we'll respect that. Your landlord, your former landlord, for your $1,050 security deposit that you say she has wrongfully withheld. You are counterclaiming against him more than that because, according to you, he left the place a shambles. So let's start with you. Tell me what's going on.
Okay, basically it comes down to normal wear and tear, Your Honor. I lived in the unit from February 2010 to March 2012.
Okay, there's no question about notice, right? This is a pure damages case. So you gave her adequate notice. You move out. You lived there a total of how long?
February 2010 to
18
March.
months?
Yeah, 18
More or
months
less?
about, roughly.
All right, and had you had a good relationship with her during those 18 months?
Basically, you know, she knew what was wrong with the unit, and she used to basically tell me why it was wrong, and I tried to reason with her, you know, why the house was that way. And a matter of fact, the prior tenant moved out because they couldn't stand.
Who was the prior tenant?
I didn't know her name. I just spoke to her.
I thought you had said the prior tenant was her son.
Well, that he was a tenant there for a long duration because whatever holes were in the wood, the speakers were enclosed.
Yeah, she's complaining because according to her, you left holes everywhere and didn't spackle anything, et cetera.
No.
Okay, you lived there for 18 months. Your lease actually, oddly enough, specifically, well, I shouldn't say oddly enough, your lease specifically says you will not put a hole.
Right.
I would never sign such a lease because I want to hang stuff up. I'll make myself responsible for taking away holes, but I'm not going to not put a hole.
Yeah.
But you signed something that said you'd not put a hole.
Yeah, that's.
And you had lots of stuff all over the walls in this place, including you bolted a wall unit.
Yeah, the wall unit I put in the second bedroom is because there was cutouts in the wall. I don't know what the son had.
Do you have a picture of the cutouts?
No, because she knew what was there. There was no reason for me to take pictures because everybody who came into my apartment loved the way it was done.
Let me just explain to you, in case it's not become abundantly obvious, the reason that every tenant, when they move in, should take pictures.
Right.
Because of this.
Because of this. I didn't think this was going to happen.
Because of this. Watch this. Were there some cutouts in the wall?
No, absolutely not. There was only, there was,
See?
I will say.
So that's why. Do you have pictures?
I will
Just
say.
a moment. Do you have pictures before he moved in?
No, I do not.
Okay, and why not?
I didn't think it was necessary to have because I never had a problem before.
Look at that. They can't just say, I didn't think of it.
Right.
You're right, I should have. Do you see why it's a really good idea for every tenant? First of all, do you have a cell phone?
Yes, I do.
Does your cell phone take pictures?
Yes, it does.
Does your cell phone take video?
Yes, it does.
Okay, there we go. Every time, the landlord and the tenant should be taking a video, walking through, and pointing out any problems. Okay? So that we don't have the issue I have in every, I shouldn't say in every, in so many landlord-tenant cases. Now, you move out, she doesn't send back your security deposit, you say you have a claim to it, and that your claim to it is what?
When he did actually live in the apartment, there was no cutout in that little bedroom. What he did was he put up a huge corner unit, okay?
Corner unit of what?
It was like a shelving unit.
Okay.
Okay. In taking that, well, he didn't take it down. And the reason why he didn't take it down is because he probably realized there'd be quite a few holes back there. And I do have the pictures to show that. And the unit was in that corner. So there is no cutout there. The only thing that you will see are the holes.
He left the
He
wall
left
unit
the corner
behind?
unit there. Okay?
Why'd you leave it behind?
Because there was holes in the wall.
Made by his unit.
But she doesn't want it. You had to throw it out, right?
It was
meant
taken
she
down.
had to throw it out.
Yes,
All
it was
right,
taken
go
down. Then in the...
some people might just spackle.
Yes.
Which costs like 15 cents.
This
rather than, so it doesn't sound believable to me what you're saying.
Well, these were cutouts, like maybe 2 inches by 2 inches. That's
Okay, but some people might take care of that in a different way if it requires, or tell the landlord, hey, you need to take care of that. It doesn't sound believable to me. All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, if you look at the pictures, you could see that there were probably molly screws used in that corner. There are no 2x2 cutouts, okay, where that unit was hanging. As far as the rest of the apartment, in looking at the pictures, you're going to see that there are several, as a matter of fact, 52, if I'm not mistaken, pictures hanging in various parts of the living room.
Did you take pictures before he moved out, or you took pictures of the whole?
It was actually to represent the apartment. I said, I can't put these on Craigslist, because if anybody sees it, they're going to say, this is too crowded. As a matter of fact, the tenant, when she came in with her boyfriend, when she was walking with him, he turned around and he looked at her like, what are you kidding? Like, it was so, you couldn't walk down the hallway. He had 3 microwave carts down the hallway, all right? Why, I don't know why you need 3 microwave carts, but there were 3 microwave carts down the hallway, and on the wallpaper...
you have pictures from when he's still there.
Correct.
And you took those pictures, when you say to represent the apartment, because
yes,
you were putting
I want to put them,
attic?
right, and I said, no, there's no way. And then, because of what I've seen, I said, you know what, I'm going to take more, because there's no... he was, to me, he was a very clean hoarder. That's how I would look at him.
A what?
A clean hoarder.
A clean hoarder.
Yes.
Okay. So it was crowded. You're not saying
very
he's
crowded.
He's
very
not
crowded.
Unhygienic. He just has a lot of stuff.
Right.
It's very knick-knacky.
Very, extremely.
Very knick-knacky.
As a matter of fact, I have oak doors in my kitchen, in my hallway. He took little screws and put them in. It's a 6-panel oak door.
And the oak doors to do what?
Right, to hang calendars.
Okay.
So can a tenant put as many pictures up as he or she wants?
Yes, because they're paying for it, and as long as it's not destroying anything, it's fine.
Fair enough. What do you think?
I would say so, as long as they plaster the walls.
Okay, let's say 200 pictures. What do you think?
I think she should be able to, because...
The tenant.
Well, I think he should be able to. The landlord's jealous she doesn't have as many nice pictures.
Oh, you think that's what it's about, right? I'm sure. Going inside the courtroom.
Can I see the pictures?
And I do have a picture on my iPad I'd like to represent also where the microwave carts were down the hallway from his moving back and forth. Actually scratched the floor.
Yeah, if you have anything you want me to see, now's the time.
Yes, I will definitely give that to you.
Okay. What is this a picture of?
That is, all right, that's the corner where he had his unit.
Those aren't cutouts.
No, they're not. Those are holes made by him.
Well, I don't know. I don't know who they were made by. It sounds logical that it might be made by him if he's the guy who had something that needed those holes.
Sure.
But they don't look like cutouts. How are these 2x2 cutouts?
Unless they were fixed, Your Honor. I were there.
Yeah, these don't look
legs
fixed.
are to the chair, but from the microwaves going back and forth.
So these are the microwave carts that were in the hall?
Right, but he has a picture that you're going to see better because you don't see the floor too scratched on there, but you will on the iPad.
Your Honor, there was a
Hold on
carpet
a
there,
second,
but it
hold on.
wasn't scratched.
And if you look at the wheels and the legs from the chair, you can see where the wheels are moving back and forth.
Are you saying that the floors are damaged over the wheels? Why don't you just take a picture of the damaged floor? Did you do that?
No, I didn't. I didn't take a picture of the floors at the time.
Well, at the time is when you're deciding to keep a security deposit. That would be like the obvious time to take a picture of the floors.
Well, I didn't think to do that.
You took a picture of the wall. What is this?
That
Which
was
wall?
because where the microwaves were, you see the carts up against the wall? That's a hallway. Now, this is only a 36-inch hallway. There was a line, a tear in the wallpaper. So I had to take that down.
Did you take a picture of the tear in the wallpaper?
No, I actually took it.
These are the actual, I mean, you took like 100 pictures, but you didn't take a picture of the actual thing that causes you to repaper and causes you to redo the floors because you're trying to keep $600 to fix floors, but you didn't actually take a picture of the floor so that I can see the actual. All right, so let me ask you a question. Regarding the floors, when was the last time that those floors have been done?
4 years ago.
Oh, you got a lot of stuff on the walls.
Yes, he does. And use lag bolts in some of them.
Your Honor, that's basically all the hooks.
I mean, for a guy who signs a lease that says I will put nothing on the walls, you are the most knick-knacky guy I've ever met. Seriously.
It was also the prior person I lived with.
Oh, please. Go ahead. The prior person happened to have 500 little nails in the places where you needed for your 500 little knickknacks. Don't be ridiculous.
No. I said the person I lived with.
Oh, the prior person you lived with was knick-knacky. Well, they left and you still had the knickknacks up.
Yeah,
so.
right, exactly. Pinholes.
What is that? That's not a pinhole. It's the size of a thumb. What are you talking
that's my
about?
thumbnail.
Why didn't you? I just don't understand why when you left you didn't just take care of it because it's not. You know, it would have cost you much less to take care of it than to argue with your landlord, who you are clearly not getting along with already anyway. If you're having an argument, listen to what I'm saying. Don't think about what you're going to say. So why wouldn't you just take care of all this stuff? I mean, I know you were trying to get away with leaving the wall unit because there's holes behind it, and that one was going to be a big deal. But, geez, the rest of the stuff, which, look at that. Plates, and this is the bed. This is the bedroom?
That's in the living room.
That's in the living room, but this one didn't have bolt. The big wall unit didn't have bolts?
No, that did not.
Okay. This is a guy who signs a lease saying he's not going to put a single hole on the wall. Now, why would this entitle you to be reimbursed by him to paint the entire apartment to the tune of $700 plus $135 for supplies? I guess so many of them.
Well, that's why, Your Honor. And in some cases, the holes and those bolts that you see.
What kind of this is like sponge painting that was on this thing before?
It was faux painting. I had that apartment faux painted.
You didn't have it faux painted again, did you?
No, it was going to cost me $750 a room to do, and I said, there's no way I was going to pay that. And I actually got a very good price for $700 to do all those rooms, because normally it would be $250 and up to do a room.
Did you take pictures when you left the apartment?
No, I did not. There was no reason to take pictures.
Oh, really? No, if I'm in your shoes, I certainly wouldn't take pictures of the machine gun massacre of...
The holy walls.
There was no reason to take pictures. Come on, seriously.
No, seriously, you have to be there, Your Honor.
Listen, seriously, you signed a lease that said you wouldn't put a single thing up.
Right.
Which is different than the guy who doesn't sign that lease. Right. But aside from that, even the person who doesn't sign that lease has a little obligation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 holes. But I mean, I'm looking at a lot of stuff up here. Why would you think that you were not going to end up footing the bill for that?
Your Honor, it's not...
And it would be so much cheaper if you'd taken care of it, but you didn't. Why?
Your Honor, it's not the $815, whatever it is. That I don't need it. The problem is that the unit was occupied by prior people. Her son was there for a duration. The wallpaper was worn.
Okay, and listen to what I'm going to tell you. I hear that all the time, and I buy it 90% of the time. The problem that you have is she got pictures of your stuff. And you lived there 18 months. You are a very meticulous, clean hoarder. You are. You have a lot of stuff in a tiny apartment. You have a million things on the wall. She got pictures of your stuff on the wall. You are not going to be able to paint it on the prior tenant, all right? As for the floors, you haven't even brought me a picture of why it is that he damaged your floors in a way that you would be able to keep $600 to fix the floors. As for the paint and the paint supplies, I'm with you. I'm going to allow you to keep $835 of the $1,050 is the security deposit,
Correct.
right? And I'm going to order you to return the remaining $215.
He does have that, Your Honor. I sent him a check.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
but
I
you
did.
didn't cash it because you didn't want it to. All right.
And Your Honor, the day that he
Oh, that's
left
my
the day he left the premises, I was home
So
that
then
day.
why? Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
So then why on your counterclaim did you add $600? Because he sued you and made you angry?
No, I didn't realize it until after the fact that this damage was done to. I know.
Are you kidding me? You didn't. Of course you were. You know exactly what was done and what wasn't done. You were just trying to slip another $600 in there. I can never be one right person. That's my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
So the defendant coming out, the landlord, step on in here. What's your comment on the verdict?
I think it went the way it should. It was fair, and that was it.
A clean hoarder?
Yes. He happened to be in a very clean tenant. Unfortunately, he had quite a bit of stuff.
All right. You just head right down there. Come on in here. And how do you like being called a clean hoarder? Does that describe you pretty well?
If you come from a one-family home and you're into an apartment and you have certain things, you don't throw it away. But it's Sister Justice tilted in there.
Why didn't you fix the holes? It's so easy. Have you ever fixed holes? It takes a second.
They weren't those type of holes. There were holes from those hooks that you just turn in. It's a pinhole.
All right. Well, take pictures next time.
That's the thing you
right?
have to do.
Rule number 1 in the People's Court, get it in writing. Rule number 2 is?
Pictures.
Harvey?
You know, we talk about this a lot. Landlords and tenants should both take pictures when the tenant moves in and when the tenant moves out. It's the only way for both sides to protect themselves where you know that you're going to get a fair result.
Queen Carvania stood haloed by the morning sun. An army hung on her every word.
My champions, I have sold my chariot on Carvana. 'Twas a lovely SUV, an inexplicably queenly offer. They're even coming to the castle to collect it. Tonight, we feast! An offer you can feast on. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.